It's been in Ireland.
Go ahead, when you start your answer, message in a
Message in the
bottle.
bottle. Okay, message in the bottle has been in Ireland now about 3 years, and our colleagues in the UK and Great Britain have had it now for about 5 years, and we saw it as a fantastic idea, and we brought it to Ireland. As I say, I took over as district officer in the last year, uh, possibly because I was so passionate about it and very vocal in promoting it, because it's it's free of charge. It's a good way of promoting the Lions Club in the community, and as I say, we are a community-based organisation. With the downturn in economics and the financial estate, sorry,
You're fine. Sorry,
yeah,
I tell you what, if you do this, just tell us what it is. Message in a bottle program is like, what does it do?
yeah, okay.
Give me 2 or 3 sentences. The message in a bottle program helps whatever, does whatever.
Yeah, message in the bottle is a very simple idea. It is something that we give out to people. People have in their homes, and what it is personal information. A lot of times when people have accidents or in their homes and that, ambulance people come along or fire brigade, they're taken to hospitals. There could be hours sitting in a hospital waiting to be analysed or assessed, where this bottle has all the information, uh, where the person keeps their medicines in the house, who their doctor is, who their district nurses are, who their next of kin. All these things can be gotten over very quickly if they're asthmatic or epileptic, if they're allergic to anything. They can be dealt with in a few moments, and anybody in the medical profession will tell you in the first hour is the most important in saving lives, and if you save one life out of 100 bottles or 1,000 bottles is well worth it.
That was excellent, that last bit. I don't know what the program is, so I have one
Yeah.
soundbite from you about the saving lives. That's perfect. Give me something about the message in a bottle program. Lions clubs are distributing, small plastic milk bottles to people, and we're encouraging them to put down their medical information so that if an
Yeah,
ambulance
okay,
comes
yeah.
to the house, just
Yeah,
explain
that's
it
right.
for me. Yeah.
Yeah, what message in the bottle is? It is a small plastic bottle, very, very simple. It's got a cross on the outside of it, which identifies it. The information within is personal information. Uh, the bottle is placed in the fridge.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah,
Let's just pick it up from once that truck is
I,
coming.
Evan Shore, just say, message in a bottle program message in a bottle is a program that Lions have been conducting the last few years. We
Yeah.
distribute milk bottles and tell people to put their medical information inside. So if an EMT, ambulance, whatever, if someone comes to their home in case of an emergency, all the information
Right.
is right there. Just that simple, that short.
Okay. Right, message in. Sorry, my mind is all over the
Yeah,
place
it's all right.
now. Message in a bottle. It's a very simple thing. It's plastic bottle. It contains a personal information leaflet, which is completed by the individual with their medical history, next of kin, doctors, whatever, which is accessible by the emergency services should they arrive at a house and the person needs to go to hospital. It can save a lot of time in the hospital because they will already have the information to hand. And how it's identified in the house, okay, there's a sticker on the inside of the hall door, the back door, whichever the emergency service come in, and on the fridge door. Most houses have a fridge. It's visible in the kitchen, so I mean it's easy accessible. And the whole thing is it's giving people some confidence, especially people living on their own, who feel vulnerable, and through experience. I mean, when you see the face of people, they're so happy to have this bottle, and they do actually use it, and we do see that it's filled out, and the emergency services have endorsed it. The fire brigade, the ambulances, the nurses, the doctors say it's fantastic. It's very, very useful for them and has saved time. So, I mean, we are promoting it. We have about 53,000 bottles in distribution so far. Of that, 30,000 have been distributed in the last year. So we're actually ramping it up. And this year we hope to distribute another 30 to 40,000. And it's not just for old people, it's for anybody. I mean, I've diabetes, so I should have one. Anybody, even children, it was mentioned earlier on by the lady, Boy Scouts, even kids should have one of these. It's so simple. It's a simple little thing. Have it in your bag, have it in your fridge. The information is readily available for the emergency services, and it's all about saving time and saving lives.
That's fantastic. Why did Lions decide to get involved? Why is this such a good project for Lions, for their service, or what they do?
Yeah, well, the Lions Club, I mean, for so long in Ireland, we've been more or less considered a secret society or a rugby club, Lions Club, rugby club, and we need to promote ourselves. And this was a classic opportunity to promote Lions in the community and get out there into the community, into the emergency services, and be known, because we do an awful lot of good things. We're involved in lots and lots of projects. This was a project which is inexpensive. It was simple, and it gave us access to the community. And there's only one way it can go is grow, because anybody we've introduced to the project to have taken it on board, endorsed it, be it the community guard, the fire brigade, the ambulance people, the district nurses, local doctors, chemists. We have them in the chemists as well. So these are all places where people have access to, but it gives us, an opportunity to be seen in the community, doing what we have been doing, but we need to be seen to be doing as well.
Why are you a Lion? Why do you serve? Why is it important for you to help people?
Well, a number of years ago, I was approached by a friend of mine who was in the Lions Club. I was involved in various charities overseas over the years, promoting different Irish societies abroad, and they asked me if I would join the Lions Club, and I was taken in to develop the local Lions. They needed numbers. We've had a few projects, and it's worked out very well. It's giving something back, and you get great satisfaction out of doing something, helping people. And there's so many different things. We've had food festivals. There's so many things that the Lions Club do in Ireland. It's incredible. They're involved in education. They're involved in suicide awareness, suicide prevention, and alcohol awareness. All these things that are helpful to young people. We're involved in local schools, even down to sports, even down to health. Even putting water systems into schools. You name it. The list is endless. And as I say, the Lions Club is worldwide, and we do take ideas from other people as well. And we're one big family, and it's certainly personally, I enjoy it. It's just a way of unwinding from normal life and helping people, and it's I suppose I get great satisfaction out of it.
That's great. If I would have you do one thing, when we try to incorporate various programs into different videos that cover the entire globe, we try to ask people to give us like 2 sentences. So if you could say, our Lions Club in Ireland saw a need in the community to, create awareness or education about, message in a bottle program, or help people with medical information. However, just something short, like we saw a need, or our club focuses on message on a bottle. Our club in Ireland focuses on message in a bottle program. It helps emergency personnel find out medical information about people quickly. Like just 2 sentences is like all I need. So whether you can start it however you want, like our club in Ireland focuses on message in a bottle program. It helps, blah, 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 or we saw a need for this and we did this, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, Lions Club Ireland, and even in my own club, we saw a need to promote message in a bottle. It's a very, very simple idea. It's, it helps people, it gives people some security, and it helps the emergency services as well. So, we the Lions are involved in the community and helping in some way, and it's in doing this, it's going a long way to promote the Lions and what we do in Ireland.
That's fantastic. Give me a couple more sentences.
Sorry.
It's okay, I can edit this.
Yeah.
Give me a couple more sentences about the message in a bottle program. It provides medical information to emergency personnel, right away if they're called to a person's home. How about that?
Yeah, message in a bottle provides vital information to the emergency services in the event they are called to a home, and it expedites the work the emergency services and helps them to get their work done quickly and can save lives.
That's fantastic. Done. We're finished.
Sorry, okay.
Excellent.
Sorry
You did a great job.
I'll hear her.
Yeah. Would you say your name and spell it for me?
Helen McEntee, HelenMcentee.
Great. And your title?
I am Deputy Helen McEntee, TD for Meath East.
Okay, great.
It's okay.
We're talking about Lions Club's Message in a Bottle program. I just wondered, what you thought of it and if it was a good idea for the community from your perspective.
Well, in my opinion, it's an extremely worthy cause. It's an extremely good initiative. I think when you have a situation where perhaps somebody elderly is living on their own, or even somebody who isn't elderly, they need a sense of security, and I think Message in a Bottle offers them that security. I think it also offers security for the likes of paramedic services or the ambulance crew, or perhaps even a neighbour who might come across somebody who is in a situation that they can't explain their health, their own situation, who can't explain who they are or any details really. And I think it's important to have that level of support, not just for the individual themselves, but for the support services.
You had mentioned it's not just for older people, but people on their own. Do you think it's, from your perspective, it could be even more widespread to include children or whatever, just it provides important medical information?
Definitely. Well, I think the fact that it's been going in the UK for the past 20 years, obviously it's a new enough initiative in Ireland. We don't have enough statistics, but I do think it would save lives. I do think it's important to have. And with regards to younger people, I mean, if you have a child in a house on its own, perhaps maybe the parents have nipped out for a few minutes and something happens, it works along the same lines as if it was an elderly person on their own.
Great. Last question is just wondered what you thought about the Lions Clubs and the work that they do in the community and helping people.
They do an absolutely amazing job. Even here in Meath alone, they have raised, I think it's over 3 million in the last 30 years. And every cause that the money goes towards is a worthy cause. The people who work for the Lions Club put in an awful lot of effort. A lot of the money they raise is raised themselves, and we are lucky to have them, really.
If we could
Doing more, just it was only the
No, it wasn't you, it was
background
the-
noise.
it was
It
the
was if you'd start your answer with the Lions Clubs.
Okay.
That'd be great. But just tell me what you think of the Lions Clubs, the work they do in the community. It was a great answer, just the noise.
The Lions Club do absolutely amazing work in the community. I think it's very important to have them. A lot of the money they raise themselves. They don't get funding from the government. So I think they do great work, and the people that work for us. There's a lot of initiatives in Meath alone. We have River Rescue, we have the suicide awareness, organisations like that all benefit from the club, and I think we're lucky to have them.
That's great. Get out of the rain there now.
Is that okay?
Okay.
do you see her mic? Yeah.
Just go.
I'll fix it, Mark.
Tell us about the Message in a Bottle program and why you think it's important.
Message in the Bottle is a very simple idea. It's easy to use, and it allows people living on their own or maybe elderly. It's a quick and easy way for them to supply information to paramedics or firefighters or anybody really that could come across them if they've taken a bad turn and are unable to talk, or just when they're in that situation, nerves kick in and you may not just know. So it supplies frontline forces with the information they need simply and quickly, and it saves time, which will eventually save lives.
Quickly just explain to me, the Message in a Bottle program is, so people put their information in the bottle, they put it in the fridge. Just explain the process, yeah.
It's a small little plastic
Hold on.
bottle.
Go ahead, there you go.
Okay. It's a small little plastic bottle. Inside the bottle there is a personal information leaflet. You fill that in with your name, contact numbers, medication, things like that. And so it's all there. Place it in the fridge, one simple little form, and all your information, medical card, PPS number. If you're taken to the hospital staff just have to put that into the computer and all your medical records come up there and then. It's just simple.
Why is this an important project?
The first part of that, I just heard her ring on
Oh, sorry.
the container. Can she just do the first sentence of what she just said?
If you want to just start the message, you can even say like the Message in a Bottle program is very simple. You put the information in the bottle, yeah.
Okay, the message in the bottle program is a very simple and easy thing to do. It's just a matter of putting your details onto a piece of paper and placing that into the bottle, which can then be placed in the fridge. For emergency services, doctors, neighbours can just take it, and if you need a medical attention, it's all there in front of you.
Excellent. Why is it important for Lions to be involved in this sort of community service?
I think our message is to give locally, and this is a local, even though it would be lovely to see it as a national initiative, but for us it's a local initiative and it's helping people in our local area.
Do you have some sort of anecdotal evidence or whatever, just stories from people saying how much it's helped?
Not directly, but I know from talking to people that would be involved in the ambulance service and in the air ambulance service that they'll tell you that it will save lives. It's just makes their job so much easier and quicker.
Great, I'll have you do something very short for me. It's literally like 2 sentences in your own words, but you can basically say,
You can finish talking.
we saw a need for the message in a bottle program. We saw a need for the message in a bottle program. We, you know, whatever it is, or we started the message in a bottle program in Ireland because we saw the need for people to have on their own to provide medical information quickly and easily, you know, in events of an emergency to personnel, like whatever it is, put in your own words, but like 2 or 3 simple sentences, just sort of summing it up about it's your group, you saw a need, or you started this program, or whatever it is.
Okay. We saw a need for the message in a bottle in our local area as a way of helping people that are living on their own, maybe vulnerable, and it gives them peace of mind and security to be in their own homes and know that help is at hand.
Do we need to do that again? Yeah.
I would like to.
Sorry, it's that background noise. Good. We saw a program. We started a program. Whatever it is, we started the message in a bottle program.
We started the message in a bottle program. We saw a need for it in our local area for people who especially would be living on their own, maybe vulnerable, feel vulnerable in their own home. This gave them a sense of security and peace of mind.
Perfect. Anything else you want to add? I didn't ask you.
No.
No.
Jolene, hold on. If we have time, can we just do the one about this is what it is? It's a bottle. You give it to them.
If you would, Jenny, again, just
Okay.
message in a bottle program is
Message in a bottle program is a small little plastic bottle. Inside the bottle is a little sheet for personal information. So you have your name, your address, your photograph, so you're easily identified, phone numbers, your next of kin, your PPS number, any medical details, allergies, etc. That's kept in your fridge. So if there's a need for medical intervention or an ambulance or firefighters, they can just come in, they see the sticker on the fridge and they take the bottle out of the fridge and all your details are there. Because you have the likes of your PPS number on it, when they're brought into hospital, that can be typed into a computer and all the medical records will come up straight away. There's no delay, it just quickens everything up and at the end could save lives.
That's great. We're done.